this episode of Wicked Tuna.
Where you going? Turn the wheel to the right. Whoa.
With only 3 weeks left to make big money.
Go, go, go!
Desperate crews try new tactics.
The U.S. Coast Guard is looking for violators.
This is a big, big risk right here.
To gain any edge they can.
Can you hear that, Paul? You hear that?
Before it's too late. Who will succeed?
Yeah, he's dumping, dude.
And who will fail?
I can't believe we ran out of fuel.
In one of the most regulated fisheries in the world, these fishermen fight to earn a living.
Real. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Catching.
He's right there!
Wicked Tuna. At the start of week 12, fishingvesseltuna.com has hauled in almost $65,000 worth of tuna, while the fleet's newest skipper, Paul Hebert, has 3 fish after only 2 weeks captaining the Lisa and Jake.
Isn't that him right there wearing the gloves?
How you doing, Skipper? I'm next, right?
It's week 12, and with the season winding down, the fish are heading offshore.
All summer, these fish have been in the feeding grounds off New England, just fattening themselves up. As winter approaches and the water temperature drops, the bluefin begin their annual migration, traveling across Georges Bank to the warmer waters in the Mediterranean or the Gulf of Mexico.
Yo, you got any extra ice?
Georges Bank is definitely a highway for bluefin tuna, so that's why we're gonna head out there. Georges is 150 miles off Gloucester, so fuel is a big factor. It's not about just having enough fuel to get there, you gotta have enough fuel to get back, too.
Running out of fuel at sea is not like running on a gas on the side of the road. I mean, we can't just hoof it to a gas station.
So far this season, we have 10 fish, and .com has 10 fish. We're tied, but he has more money than us. So I'm gonna have to push it if I wanna regain the lead.
You ready for a long, rough boat ride?
Ready.
This is it. The competition is going to be fierce. It's week 12, and there's only 3 weeks left in the season. We're on top of the leaderboard right now, but one good fish from Tyler, and he can catch us. I want to extend our lead over Tyler and Paul, so we're going to make a run off to Georges Bank.
We get him today.
What'd you say? We're going to get him today?
We'll get him today or
We're going to be steaming till tomorrow.
tomorrow. We'll get him tomorrow.
It may be Dave's first trip of the season to Georges, but it's my first trip ever, and I am a little nervous. It's big water out there, to say the least.
Georges Bank is a 170-mile boat ride, but often you can catch multiple fish. The bottom line is, how much money did we put in our pockets at the end of the season?
Leave them out here, we'll scrub them right off for us. This late in the season, the fish are moving offshore. So we're gonna go to Georges. It's a big risk, it's an expense. You're gonna spend at least $2,000 going out there and back. So it's very important that we fill the boat. It's been 3 weeks since I got into it with Dave. Well, you don't have to. We don't care about a hero. We just want to hook up.
I'm the captain.
I don't care about your heroism. I want to hook up. Now, the expenses are coming out of my pocket. Financially, I really want to bring in $50,000 onto this boat by the end of the season. So we're going to go to Georges and get them.
You guys ready? Let's go catch some fish.
Time to steam, boys.
Georges Bank, here we come. Hop on.
Let's get out of here, dude. Oh, music to my ears.
Off to Georges!
So we get really tough conditions today. It's week 12, and I've only got 5 tuna so far this season. That's not good.
We've had one breakdown after another. Else would go wrong.
I really need to bring in some extra money. So today, I'm gonna take out a charter.
Keep it up, Shane, keep it up.
I didn't want to go fishing with cod. I wanted the tuna. Nobody better here to teach me the ropes than Dave Marciano.
The nice thing about a charter is at least the paycheck's guaranteed. It's not as big, but you're gonna get something. Maybe changing things up a little will be just what we need to get this ball rolling again. You know, it all depends on the number of fish we're dealing with. You know, if we got a lot of fish on the screen, when they eventually do come in the chum, you know, we'll want to throw a few more pieces. If it's only one fish that we get come up in the chum, we got to be careful not to overfeed them, because chum can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It's good to have the extra help with Shane on board, because Jay took the day off. So yeah, too bad you didn't get to meet Jay, but I can introduce you to Wilson. Now, he's the real brains of the operation around here. You know, he's the type of guy I could literally bounce anything off him and get a good answer. Isn't that right, Wilson? The tail's up to you too, man. Let's get this ball rolling.
I got a big surprise for everybody today. Watch your head. So I made the cardboard cutout of Dave. I thought it would be funny to take with us. You all right? See that? My head. Watch your head on the ceiling. I wanted him to come on a nice trip with me. Woo! I want to give Dave the best view of the house. Let's see if Kevin notices it. Oh, man.
Yo, we got about 16 hours to George's. We'll drop our lines in the water and hopefully come away with our 3 fish. .com's gonna go to George's. So we're just gonna go out there and, you know, show them how it's done. I talked to Paulie on the Lisa and Jake. You know, he said he was gonna head offshore. The guy's a good fisherman. I just hope that I can get out there and catch more fish than the guy. You know, Pinwheel's gonna come out on top of this George's Bank trip.
We're gonna catch a tuna. I like Tyler. He's a great fisherman. And I want him to catch one. But we will catch more fish. I will guarantee it, hands down. And when Dave is on his game, he's really good. But I will always outfish him. We're gonna smoke .com. Smoke 'em.
Big gamble right here. I know this fish out at George's. We're just gonna put our head down, pound through it, take our 16, 17-hour boat ride, and hopefully the fishing's pretty decent. It's gonna be tough for these other boats right now to catch up to us. Right now, we got it going on. You know, we got Garen here, he's fitting in well. You know, Sandro's fired up, he's a young kid, he's energetic, he wants to prove himself. Tyler and Paul just might as well give it up.
Let's get a little scent in the water, see if we can get something stirred up here. Come on, fish. See that, Shane? That's a tuna. He streaked right up and looked at the bait. Usually when they come up hard like that, they nail it, right? And then he went right back down the bottom. So he come up and looked at that whiting. It's right on that down line. Tide's just a little strong now, so the presentation probably isn't good. Once it slows down here, we'll get him to go. We're on! Get on it. Not reeling yet. So I'm letting this guy who chartered the boat, Shane, try to reel in this fish for a while. The bottom line is he paid for the boat. He could lose it very easily, but he deserves a shot, so we're gonna let him have it. Just let him run. That's just the fish. If he's just tight, you just keep it tight. You got it. That's all. You don't have to force him. I can't help but worry a little, because there is a lot of money attached to the end of that line. We ain't got him yet. Stay focused. I just can't lose this one. All right, here we go. We're gonna shift this rod now and get it in the fighting holder. Here you go. You got him? And this is good. This is going to be another 300-pound fish. It's going to be worth another 4 or 5 grand for me. There you go. That's right. You know, the biggest concern with a cherry on the rod like that is if they just don't reel fast enough and keep that line tight.
My dreams are coming true.
You're doing a great job. Got the rod tight. Now we're gonna execute phase 2 of the operation. And that's to throw a harpoon through his head. So Shane's had a great turn on the rod, but now the fish is getting close. This is where you lose a lot of them, right near the boat. So I'm gonna take over to hopefully increase the odds that we're gonna put this fish in the boat, because after all, that's the name of the game. With the season winding down, I really need this big money fish. Gonna get a look at him. There he is down there. Okay, watch my harpoon now. Ah, missed him. Pull that in for me, Shane. Pull it in, pull it in. That's it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I hope we don't lose it. Yeah, I got him that time. I got him that time. Well, it only took 4 times.
Look at that beautiful fish.
There you go, right over his tail. Slide it down tight. Great job, great job. It definitely feels really good to take out a charter for bluefin and be able to produce a fish, because that's not always the case. Easy, huh? Okay. That's good. Just like that, that's good, perfect. This one will come down. And there we go, 84 inches. A cool 7 feet. Nice job, man.
Thank you.
Way to go. Tails up. That's the way it's done in the hard merchandise. There we go.
What do we got, David?
Yeah, we get a nice little package. Pull up to the dock, and there's my family. And that's great. Not only are they always there, even on the days when I don't do well, it feels really good to be able to come back with a fish today and see them there too. This is the weight that I get paid for. 240 pounds. What the fish buyers are looking for is they're looking for a high fat content in these fish in a nice rosy red color. Those are the ideal fish for the sushi market.
It's a good fish. Our poorest fish today did $14.
Right, so.
All right, our best fish today did 23. All the same size as this.
Yep.
You know,
Hey, so what do you think?
it's a $22 fish.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. This fish weighs 240 pounds, and at 22 bucks a pound, that gives us a paycheck of just over $5,000. Changing it up a little, bringing the charter, boom, it got me out of the red. Now, we just gotta keep up the momentum.
Sitting right now about 180 feet. It gets pretty vicious out in the middle of the ocean here. We're out at George's Bank, 170 miles offshore. Little boats we're in have no right being out at George's Bank, but it's a risk we take. No risk, no reward. It's George's. It's rough. It's flowing. We got like 8-foot seas, 9 foot. Suck it up. Put your head down and go. Yeah, so we get out to George's Bank. It's dark. Sandra and I get the lines out. You know, it's routine for the two of us, but you can see Garen, our new deckhand. He's struggling a little bit. Not bad out here.
Last time was worse than this.
This is nothing.
Last trip was way worse. Watching Garen out there on the rough seas at 10, 15 footers. I mean, I'm laughing pretty hard, you know.
Holy Christ, just trying to stay on the boat right now, man.
Take your time, be careful, nobody gets hurt. It's rough, nobody fall over. Stakes for George's Bank are super, super high. You gotta catch at least one fish just to cover expenses. But that's a chance I gotta take if we wanna stay on top.
Throw some chum, please.
Moj and I are doing a little chumming, kind of alternating back and forth, doing a little bait fishing as well. Got a few steaks on the grill. Oh. We got a couple of fillets, some sirloins, some tips. We're looking good. It's nice to get a little chum on your hands before you turn all the grill meats over. You know, it adds a little extra flavor.
With the season winding down, the fish are heading offshore. So we're 150 miles off Gloucester. It's a gamble being out here, but I have to push things if I want to come out on top. We're fishing this far to the northeast, you know, we're very, very close to the Canadian border. It separates Canadian waters from American waters. If you're a commercial vessel from the US, you can't go over that line and be actively fishing. There's no visual signs, no buoys, no nothing to show you where the actual line is. So you can only tell where it is based on how accurate your GPS is. See the plane, Al?
Yeah, he's around.
Which direction is he?
Right above us.
So, you know, I see the Coast Guard jet fly over, and it takes you out your game a little bit. I just don't know why he'd be flying around us if we're on the right side of the line, you know?
How close are we to the line?
We're right on it. We're on our side, though.
That's good, we're fine.
I'm looking on my GPS, there's a line, a red line that goes across the screen that separates America from Canada, and then it shows my boat and its position on that map.
We got the U.S. Coast Guard actually buzzing up and down, and what he's doing is he's flying over and he's looking for violators.
If you get caught in Canada fishing, it's like crossing into any other foreign country illegally. They could confiscate your boat, order you to a Canadian port, throw you in jail. I mean, you get in some really big trouble if you get caught over the line.
Freaking nightmare. 68,000 is gone, and they confiscated our fish.
Right now, there's a lot of buzz on the radio about the Coast Guard, you know, enforcing the line.
They put 3 armed guys in the boat, and we've had to follow them to St. John's to do something.
Just hearing this guy's experience with the Canadian Coast Guard is just adding to my stress right now.
It's the same body of fish between us and Canada, so there's no reason for us to go running over there, chasing it, getting in trouble, risk losing your boat and your fish. No good.
I gotta worry about hooking a fish, I gotta worry about not running out of fuel, and I gotta worry about not drifting into Canada.
So we've arrived at George's. We're ready to fish. We're coming out here. Pressure is on. I'm into this trip for a lot of money. This is where the fish are. Well, we'll get them today. There's a tuna.com. We're gonna go fish right near Dave on George's Bank. I've been beating Dave head to head since I've been running my own boat. We have 3 fish. Dave has just 2. And I don't have any plans on slowing down.
Doug, that's Lisa and Jake right there. See that? Now he's desperate. Can't find his own fish. What the hell are they thinking? Right now, I don't know whether I should be laughing, angry, or flattered.
All right, let's throw it. Right here? Yep, right here. See? Bows into it, not rocking. Perfect. Dave's so easy to screw with. He'll be stewing about this, and we'll be catching fish all around him.
George's Bank, season's winding down. Gonna make a big old payday. Lisa and Jake is right beside us. They just came by to fire up Dave and piss him off, but we're gonna show him something that's really funny and piss them off by putting a fatty on the deck.
Here we go, any minute. It would be kind of fun if we could hook up right in front of them. Oh, look at that. Start throwing right now, yep. They're right up there, those are mambos. Look at them all. Pack, let's go, boys. Those are the fish we want.
Is there more than 3 that we just saw?
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7.
I think we're marking something here now. Yeah, we got them on the screen. Holy.
What?
2, 3, 4 fish.
Oh, man.
Big pile of fish, that's for sure. There's 10 fish there.
We started marking some fish. Boy, it would be nice to catch one right here, right now.
Oh yeah, 190 feet, 80 to 90. Oh yeah, we're definitely doubling up here. I'm going for that. Going for the score here, big time. I'm determined that we on the tuna.com are gonna be the boat to get a bite.
He comes up to 50 still?
He just was, he's shooting up again.
Where, Kev?
He's got 70 right now. He's up to 50 feet again.
Fish is in the chum. Come on, this is our day, boys. Get her done. So right now we hook up, and I look over, and I can see all the guys on the back of the deck, Lisa and Jake looking at us fighting fish. There's no better feeling than that right now.
Yeah, I think he's hooked up.
Ah, there he is. Get him, Sandro. Love this shit. Love it.
I wonder what Kevin and Paul are thinking now.
Oh, I can't believe Dave hooked up.
That's it. We got a big boy on. And you know what? We don't have him yet, but I guarantee you they're sweating it over there. You hear that noise? Can you hear that, Paul? You hear that?
We feel like losers just sitting here drifting lines around like...
Huevo.
Feels good.
Knowing that these guys are right beside us, watching us catch this fish, it's so important that we land them and catch them, because we know right now if we lose them, that these guys are gonna laugh. Feels nice, Dave. Feels nice.
It's nice.
Ready when you are, Dave.
Right, ready?
Yep.
Get on, stay on.
Leader.
Remember that swivel where it goes. Good job, Garen. Coming around, coming around.
Woo!
Color.
Yeah, well, leader's right here. Leader's out of the water.
Come on, reel. Come on, reel.
Yeah.
Get off the harpoon line. My head up.
Right there, baby. Torch that thing. Yeah.
Got one.
Yeah.
Yep. Get the gaff. Get. Got him right there. Get the gaff. Tail right here. Tail right here.
You want to do this?
Yeah.
You're bumming, buddy.
Watch your hands, okay?
Yeah.
Way the way.
The other way. Ready?
1, 2. Oh, he's bigger than I thought.
Oh, what a bugger.
Yeah. Just knowing that those guys are just forced to sit there and watch us fight this fish just doesn't get any better.
Good job.
Yeah.
What's this? Hey, come in. Paul, come back. All right. Oh, we got a nice little fat boy here. He's not a slob, but it's on the scoreboard. I think we caught up to you now. I think. All right, we're going to get another. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Him radioing me, it doesn't bother me. It just makes me go back and fish harder.
Ah, he's sweating now. You know that? He knows we're on a tear. He knows. He knows the fish are here that we catch. Woo! I'm gonna kick his ass.
I think he's a very poor sport. And if I was calling him saying, yeah, I got another one, he'd be like, what the oh my God, that sucks. And I'm like, let's go, let's work harder. You work hard and you will catch fish.
Mackerel, Bruce. You got a rat pack here or something. Is it mackerel?
Yeah, I got mackerel. They were probably about 40 feet or so.
Yeah. Got a full string of them there, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Had a full string.
Good bait.
Catching fish, I would say a good 50% of it here is attitude.
Yep.
You don't think you're gonna catch one and you're downing it, downplaying it verbally and everything else, it's gonna affect your fishing.
We came all the way to George's to try to change it up, and so far Dave's having all the luck. You've got to keep positive, or you're just not going to catch fish. I've never gotten down in my life, and I never will. I'm going to re-splice this with some stronger line. You hear that sound? That's my alarm clock. This is the sound of money, right here. That's the sound of money paying the expenses. That's called a rat's nest.
They're back. 150. We're so pumped to be out here. We're marking a couple tuna fish. We're just trying to get a bite. This rod's gonna get a bite. Watch.
We've been on our grind for a couple days now, and so far the story is throwing chum, trying not to drift over the Canadian border. It's been about everything except for tunas this week.
Getting caught over the border can absolutely cripple your fishing operation. You know, you lose your fish, maybe your boat, and you face fines up to $750,000. It's a gamble coming all the way out here, but this is where all the slobs are.
Holy shit, how sweet.
We're seeing whales all over the place, which is usually a great sign.
80-incher. I want to bite, I want to bite, I want to bite.
We're on, we're on, we're on!
Reel. But I spent a lot of money on this trip, so we've got to catch a fish.
Yeah, baby! He's coming at us, Tyler. When he ate it, he was screaming. He probably took 200 feet right away. This could be an $8,000 fish. Too fast, Tyler, too fast. Big head shakes. Big ass head shakes. When that rod tip bounces, you know he's shaking his head. He's gong, 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 trying to shake that hook. We're just trying to keep the tension on him, let the rod do the work.
Want me to reel for a little bit?
If you want.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, we all used to want to prove that we were capable of reeling in a tuna all on our own, but we've all kind of proven that time and time again. So now we try to do it the most effective way, which is kind of switching off. You know, if you always got a fresh arm on the rod, then you're really putting the boost to the tuna, we call it, or keeping a lot of pressure on them.
Real excited, dude. We got one on here. Just want to catch it. Okay, easy.
Whoa.
Yo, are we on the line? Go look and see if we're on the line or over the line.
You know, we've got the fish on near the international border. The Coast Guard's just buzzing back and forth. It's flying right over our boat. We've got GPS that we use to make sure we're not in Canada, but it's only accurate to within a couple hundred feet. Oh.
We're pretty close. We could be over.
Really? Here, just watch that for a minute. I can't afford to drift over into Canadian waters, so it's definitely added to my challenges while we're fighting this fish because I have to keep running in the wheelhouse, checking our location, making sure we're on the right side of the line. I can't just focus on moving the boat and helping Alex out.
If this fish dragged us into Canada, the Coast Guard could take away the boat.
Nah, we're in America, dude. We're in America. Are we? Yeah. All right, let me see this. Up on munch. Back up.
Having caught this fish right on the border has changed the way we're approaching trying to catch it. Normally, we'll let these fish tire themselves out. Now, we've got the drag all the way up to full, so now we're trying not to let him take much line at all.
Giant bluefin are incredibly strong. They can pull a 20,000-pound boat backwards. And this one feels like he's gonna pull ours. And, you know, I don't want to get caught over the line. I can't get shit. Damn, dog. Well, here, Al, go for it.
This fish is still really digging for the bottom. He's not just laying on his side, he's really swimming towards the bottom.
Yo, guys, we're right on line. We gotta get him in the boat. Reel. Pull it to you. Hurry up and let's stick this fish.
Color.
Nice going, guys. Let's get this fish on the deck and get away from the border.
Tail rope.
Come on, hurry up. Looks like an 85-incher. Ain't a butterball, but you know, it will do. Right on, guys. Let's put some distance between us and the line and go get another fish. I'm really relieved to get this fish on the boat and have it have all happened in American waters. That was a textbook pinwheel right there.
That's a fish right there.
Oh yeah, that one's there. Yeah, let's do the pitch. Let's get the pitch bait. We're at a different spot at George's Bank, and we're marking like crazy. Yeah. Even though we're not near the Lisa and Jake right now, I really like to get another fish and stick at the Paul.
Doug, we're marking a mad wolf pack.
Come on.
Yes, there he is. Yeah, baby!
Since Paul has been running the Lisa and Jake, he's caught more fish than us. Catching that fish early this week evens the score. We land this fish, we can finally pull ahead of them.
Woo! Yeah, baby. Tuna fish. Wolfpack came through.
Clear those rods, quick.
Neutral. Touch forward. Neutral.
All right, Garen, that's good. Get on the controls, Garen.
Okay.
Garen's new on the boat. It's a risk having somebody on the boat that's new. You're gonna lose fish, and there's gonna be points where you come really close to losing a fish.
Neutral. Neutral. Stop the boat. Reverse, reverse. Neutral, neutral.
Forward,
neutral.
forward. Go. Don't
Forward
turn.
right, forward right.
Where you going? Turn the wheel right.
Neutral,
Whoa.
neutral.
Why are you turning? You gotta go that way.
Other way. Turn the wheel the other way. To the right.
Get on. You gotta get on the wheel. All right. That's all right. It's all right. Yeah, you're good. That's all right, Garen. Don't worry. Neutral. Ready, Garen? Here you go. Get on. Nice and easy. Pull.
Reel,
pull,
reel,
pull.
reel.
We're gonna get a harpoon shot here.
How's he look?
Good, nice. Come on, Garen, get him up. Come on, reel. Forward.
You got it, baby.
I missed.
Miss.
Neutral. Oh. Forward.
Don't panic. Don't panic. Lady, take your time, place it.
Got one.
Yeah, perfect. There it is.
Oh! How does that feel, Paul and Tyler? All right, good job. There's nothing like catching one fish at George's, but you know what's even better? Catching two. Let it go.
Yeah, there it is.
Whew.
Nice. You tight?
I'm tight.
Yeah, 81, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
81.
Beautiful.
Nice. Nice chubster.
Chubby.
Nice chubster.
Got one. This fish will do all right, you know? 200, say 15 bucks, $3 grand right there.
You want to just, yeah, I'm trying to.
Dude, we got a little teeny bit of fuel left.
We're steaming in and we have a fish on board. We tried to stick it out, see if we can't get another one, but our fuel supply is running pretty low. Getting a second fish would be great, but not if it means running out of fuel. You know, we risk our lives and the other fish on boat, and then we have nothing.
Yeah, we just stayed out a little longer, tried to get another fish. You know, end up using more fuel by staying out there, and you know, we started steaming in, and we might have steamed in a little too quick, and I'm worried about my catch. I'm trying to get it to market.
Anytime we catch a first fish, our thought immediately is, you know, number 2, number 3. And it always seems like a great idea. But what's really important in this situation is that you take into account the fact that you already have a catch on board, and to preserve the integrity of that catch that you already have is really your first priority. If you can get another fish within a reasonable time frame, that's awesome. But if not, you know, you gotta head for the dock. You gotta take care of your catch.
Our fuel is definitely getting questionable for getting home.
We're hoping that, based on our eyeball measurement, that we have enough fuel. I don't know. Definitely kind of a situation.
This is supposed to be the end of our trip. You know, we got a fish, we're psyched about that, but, you know, this is not the way to end it.
Oh my God, this is so incredibly painful.
Tyler! No!
I can't believe we ran out of fuel. We have a tuna that's burning ice. This sucks.
This is not good.
Oh my God. I brought a little less fuel than I usually bring when I go offshore here, but you know, I shouldn't have run that hard. I was in a real hurry to get back in. I was trying to turn and burn, and we ended up running out of fuel.
I can't believe we ran out of fuel. We're within a few miles of the shore, so we're frustrated at this point. We're concerned that we have a tuna that's burning ice, and we want to offload our catch in the best condition possible.
Even if you are able to call for help, you know, boats only go 10, 12 knots. So if you're 20 miles away, that's a minimum of 2 hours before you get help. This could be very costly if we aren't able to offload this fish soon.
When you run out of fuel, it's not like in a car where you're stopped. You know, you're drifting, so you could drift into land, drift into rocks. So the first thing you do when you run out of fuel is you set the anchor. And then, you know, you call for help.
Yeah, Jay, just shovel the ice in the bait now. Tyler sent a radio call out for help. We were the only boat in the fleet that was in Gloucester Harbor and ready to go. We grabbed some extra fuel and we're headed out to him right now. Tyler ran out of fuel, so we're gonna go hook him up with a couple of jugs of fuel to make sure he gets home all right. Now, a few jugs of fuel, it's worth 50 bucks or whatever, and that's not the point. The point will be, long after this happens, how he treats me. Will he help me catch a fish or two, maybe? This is where it starts, when you learn to develop a working relationship with these new guys on the scene.
We're just sitting here powerless. We were lucky that Marciano was still at the dock. But with all the boat troubles that he's been having lately, I can't help but worry that if he breaks down, we'll both be stuck out here. Go to work.
Can you there?
Yeah, how you making out?
Yeah, I see one light up ahead. That's probably you, I assume.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Figure it all out. No, we'll just try to do it carefully. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, sounds good. Rubber ball.
Really appreciate it. The clock is ticking. Everything's on the line right now. My fish are sitting here burning ice. We need to get off the boat.
All right, well, it's Tyler.
Whoa, saved my life.
Anytime you have two boats coming together, there's always the risk of an absolute devastating collision. We are adrift, so it is entirely Marciano's task to get close enough to us and keep a good distance between our boats.
Kick it! Sorry, buddy.
Thank you very much, guys.
No problem, Tyler.
Tyler, just let me know when you're up and running all set.
All right, thank you very much.
Nice of these Gloucester guys to help out some New Hampshire boys.
Perfect, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can go home now.
Okay.
Time to go home.
Y'all set?
Yep.
£303 dressed on the scale.
He's a good looking fish for sure.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
This one, I think, is going to be a cocker. Beautiful tail color, nice core color, as much fat as you want to see. Tyler, that's an $18 fish.
Nice. $18 a pound? Thumbs up. That fish is gonna make the pinwheel $5,400. It's a great day's pay. Hey, we're within striking distance of .com, so it looks like changing it up this week was a good idea.
Line going out. Line going out. We went out at George's for 3 days. And we heard that Dave got 2, which really sucks. I have to get a big one. I gotta get one today.
We were 1 ahead of Dave before this trip. Now we're 1 behind. You know, I'm a pretty competitive guy, especially when it comes to Dave. I don't want to be defeated by him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Decent mark. Look like the same 80-inch fish type deal.
Yep. There we go. Nice, baby. Whoa, and then in. Nice. Bring it in. This is him. Yep, right there. Right there. What I know is this is a big boy here.
This is the swab we're looking for right here.
We're down to the dock, Lon. He's got about 2,000 feet out.
I'm into this trip for a lot of money. We need to catch a tuna.
Come on back. There you go.
That's a tail. Boy, is he changing direction.
Oh, man, he's crazy.
Overtime, boys.
Let me try. I gotta go forward to try. Go, do it. Go, go, go.
There you go. Nice.
See him?
There he is, Paul. There he is.
There he is. There he is. Back up, Kev. There you go. Touch reverse. Got him. Nailed him.
Good, good, good. That's good.
Gap him. Don't let go.
Now that's how you get big fish. Oh, what a relief. Thank God. Just keep his head a little bit. Oh, baby. He's dead. There you go, nice. How do you like them apples? Getting this fish is perfect. Now we know we're gonna get a paycheck. More importantly, we all worked perfectly together. Now we can go inshore and kick some serious ass.
Heading into the bar right now. Got our 2 fish. Hopefully, we get good money and stay on top of the leaderboard.
Hey, Dave, how many you got?
I got 2 butter balls.
Yeah.
Gary, how much?
223 pounds, Dave, dressed.
223?
Yeah.
223.
Not bad.
You have a very nice fish here.
Let me see.
Good fat content, good color. The oil, it's very oily. Yeah.
What do you think with the market right now?
You're looking at $18 a pound. Very good quality fish, you know. I'm gonna give this fish a thumbs up.
This is the big one. Ready?
Dave, 310.
Nice.
310.
Nice.
Like that? Yeah. All right, we'll take it.
Dave.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, this one, a ton of fat in this, Dave. He has good color.
What do you think on this one?
Same as the other one, Dave.
Yeah.
18 a pound. He's a beautiful fish you got here. Same as the
All
other
right,
one.
that's
Absolutely.
a good trip, man. All right, thanks, man.
No problem.
Right now, we're getting $18 a pound for both fish. Yeah, it's close to 10 grand. It's a good payday. Hey, absolutely beauties. $18 each fish.
Nice. That's good. That's real good.
Do it again. That's what it's all about. Money in the bank.
Hey, what's happening, PJ?
What's up?
Good to see you, bud.
You too. Where you go, buddy?
Because it's a real one.
A real one. Now that's a fish.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
There you go, boys.
$3.90.
Nice fish. Good size.
Terrific. Terrific size.
Nice. Very nice. Get 2 or 3 of these, you'll be doing all right.
Yeah, no problem. Look at it, diamond.
That is a nice fish. It's
Thank
got
you.
some weight to it.
Yeah.
Way to go. With the way the market is right now, we're looking at a $18 fish.
Bam!
Payday.
Payday, baby.
That's a nice fish.
Right, brother.
Nice job, boys.
Pumped.
Take it away, Cap.
We didn't get multiple fish, but we did get a $7,000 fish. So we profited over 5 grand. So you know what? Changing it up was a good idea.
You guys.
With only 2 weeks left in the tuna season, FishingVesselTuna.com's double catch gives them a commanding lead of almost $14,000 over New Hampshire boat the Pinwheel.
This is a great payday for myself and a great payday for both Sandro and Garen.
I can definitely say changing it up this week worked out for me well. We caught a fish. Plus, I got a day's pay on top of it with the charter fee.
My first trip out to George's, we're coming in with 2 fish. It was hard fishing out there. Feels great.
.com's on top. We got more fish than anybody else. Screw all those guys. I'm out of here.